If you think the Canon R7 was good, you haven't seen anything yet. The camera market is about to be shaken to its core, and if you're a wildlife photographer, a content creator, or just a tech enthusiast looking for the ultimate APS-C hybrid, this is the moment everything changes. We have received exclusive, high-level insights into the upcoming Canon EOS R7 Mark II, and the specs aren't just an upgrade, they are a generational leap. Forget what you think you know about crop sensors. Today, we're breaking down why this might be the most important camera release of the decade. We're talking about a beast that's rumored to outperform full-frame giants in ways that shouldn't be possible. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the competition is terrified, and exactly why this camera needs to be on your radar. Welcome back to TechVibe. If you're new here, we skip the fluff and get straight to the cutting edge of tech. Today, we are dissecting the upcoming Canon EOS R7 Mark II. This isn't just about megapixels, it's about a complete philosophy shift in how Canon approaches their APS-C lineup. We've synthesized the latest reports, verified leaks, and expert analysis to bring you a clear picture of what's coming. We're going to cover the sensor revolution, the processing power, the ergonomics, and the one over-the-top feature that could redefine the industry standard. Let's talk about the heart of the machine, the sensor. The word on the street is a 39-megapixel BSI stacked CMOS sensor. Now, why does that matter? A stacked sensor isn't just a buzzword, it changes the physics of how a camera captures light in motion. We're looking at readout speeds potentially faster than the EOS R5 Mark II. This means minimal rolling shutter, which is the holy grail for high-speed sports and bird-in-flight photography. Combined with the rumored digic accelerator, this camera is poised to handle AI-driven autofocus calculations that are light years ahead of the original R7. Imagine locking onto a subject, human, animal, or vehicle, with such precision that it feels like the camera is reading your mind. But speed without control is useless, which is why the body ergonomics are getting a massive overhaul. Rumors suggest Canon is shifting toward a design closer to the R6 Mark III series. This addresses the number one complaint of the original R7, the layout. We're expecting a more robust build, potentially with improved weather sealing and a better refined grip for long shooting sessions. And for the pros who need reliability? Dual card slots, a mix of CF Express Type B and SD, are on the table. This is a clear signal that Canon intends for this to be a serious workhorse, not just a casual hybrid. Now, let's get into the hidden potential. If you're a creator, you know that high-resolution sensors are a double-edged sword. But with a 39-megapixel density, this sensor is perfectly positioned for those who are reach-limited. If you're shooting wildlife and your subject is 100 yards away, that pixel density gives you the flexibility to crop in without losing that critical detail. Pair this with the rumored 8.5 stops of in-body image stabilization, and you are looking at a system that makes telephoto shooting handheld a reality. There's also a whisper of a unique, new screen articulation mechanism. Some reports suggest we might see a hinge design that mimics the best-in-class tilting seen on high-end cinema and professional mirrorless bodies. This is a game-changer for videographers who need to switch from low-angle to eye-level shots without the flip-out frustration. But it's not all sunshine. We have to talk about the elephant in the room, the price. Sources indicate the launch price will be much higher than the original $1,500. This makes sense. You aren't just paying for an R7, you're paying for a sub-flagship experience in a compact body. The battery life is also getting a boost with the new battery packs, ensuring that all this processing power doesn't drain your session in 10 minutes. Many people are asking, is the R7 Mark II for me? If you are a landscape photographer, a high pixel count and dynamic range will be your best friend. If you're a sports photographer, the 40 frames per second electronic shutter with pre-capture capability means you will never miss the decisive moment. The question isn't whether it's powerful, it's whether you can handle the sheer amount of data this thing is going to throw at you. You've probably heard the rumors, the whisper campaigns, the leaked confidential filings, and the intense debate about whether this camera is dropping in 2026 or if Canon is playing a longer game. Let's cut through the noise. While some early indicators and excitement about filings fueled hope for a mid-2026 launch, the latest consensus among industry insiders and analysts is that the project has been pushed back to 2027. This isn't just a delay, it's a tactical shift. Canon is clearly focusing its resources on its high-margin full-frame ecosystem and potentially planning a broader overhaul of its entire APS-C lineup next year. For many, this news is frustrating, but it's crucial to understand why. Canon isn't just rushing out a refresh, they are likely ensuring that the R7 Mark II arrives as a definitive, pro-grade workhorse that doesn't cannibalize their full-frame sales. This strategic pivot is actually a blessing in disguise for the serious enthusiast. By giving their engineering teams extra time, Canon is clearly avoiding the temptation to release a half-baked successor. Instead, they are positioning the R7 Mark II to be the definitive prosumer choice, balancing the portability of a crop sensor with the computational firepower of their flagship R1 and R5 series. We are looking at a device that will likely set the bar for the next 5 years of wildlife and action photography. This patience will be rewarded with a camera that feels less like a minor spec bump and more like a total system reinvention. So, where does that leave you? If you're a photographer who needs the absolute best in reach and high-speed action today, the original R7 remains a dominant force, a bargain that still holds its own in 2026. However, if you are holding out for that rumored 39-megapixel BSI stack sensor, the 40 frames per second performance, and the massive leap in AF processing, the wait is admittedly painful. Our advice? Don't paralyze your creative potential by waiting on a ghost. Whether you choose to invest in the current R7 or look toward the upcoming 2027 roadmap, the most important thing is getting out and shooting. The gear is just a tool, and the best time to capture your next masterpiece is now. Before we wrap up, I have to ask, what is the one feature you absolutely need to see in the R7 Mark II to make you hit the buy button? Is it the stacked sensor, the better ergonomics, or perhaps something we haven't even predicted yet? Drop a comment below, the best takes get pinned. We've covered a lot today: the massive sensor jump, the pro-grade processing, and the refined build. This camera is shaping up to be the ultimate hybrid tool. If you found this breakdown valuable and want to stay ahead of the curve as more information drops, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are tracking every single update, and you don't want to miss our next deep dive where we'll compare the R7 Mark II against its biggest rivals. Thanks for joining us for this in-depth look at the reality behind the rumors on TechVibe. If this clarity helped you decide your next move, smash that like button and stay subscribed. Keep pushing the boundaries, and we'll see you in the next one.